everybody, this is Niall and Alex with the Drive Home Movie Reviews.
And we just saw
I Love Boosters.
Initial thoughts.
That was a weird movie.
Yes. It was trying to be very philosophical and very
artsy.
Yeah. And
but it almost took away from the enjoyment or the story.
And there was so much absurdity, a very absurd film that was cool, but I was not expecting. I didn't get that from the trailer.
The director is Boots Riley. So if you have seen I Am a Virgo or Sorry to Bother You, you know what you're in for when you go to see this movie. I had forgot. I didn't make that connection. I kind of thought we were going to see a funny movie about chicks that steal clothes, but it was so absurd that it just, I don't know, it's just hard for me to get into.
There was a lot of different themes they were trying to do, and it just took away from the story. And then these really long scenes of them being crazy. A lot of the film just felt unnecessary.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of good parts too.
Felt like the movie itself is actually the very thing it was trying to critique.
Yeah.
Is the problem for the critique. You know how in the movie, Demi Moore is in it, and she's this artist who's creating art.
Well, she used to be a scientist.
There's a bunch of other crazy stuff, but she's above the art world and the way fashion is, and she's thinking about perception and the way of reality.
Humanity.
And this movie, Boots Riley feels to me like he's we're above a plot in a story. Yes, there's a plot in a story, but we're all about the philosophy. And it's but you're taking away from the enjoyment.
Yeah.
Just like you're talking about Hearst, taking away just wearing clothes and being able to afford clothes you enjoy.
Yeah. There was this spoiler, really unexpected part where they took off their suits and there are these claymation.
Stranger than his other movies.
Yes. I was not expecting this, and I was really looking forward to this film. So I'm kind of sad that we're leaving. Yeah, we didn't finish it.
We obviously left in the final battle climatic scene, but
when they're in the cars, and
there may have been 10 minutes of the movie left.
Eric Andre was driving the big car. There's a lot of cool cameos.
For instance, we went to a movie believing we were watching a comedy about some girls stealing clothes to make rent, and then it ends with Eric Andre driving this souped up tsunami type truck vehicle as they're riding up escalators in the middle of a mall, and then they've got a teleportation device that they're shooting at things to turn them into rocks while these people with no skin chase them down in a different vehicle.
Yeah.
That's kind of the experience we had.
Yeah.
It's what the fuck is this? This is nothing like what I want to see.
Yes. I don't know what that is. And it sucks because I love Keke Palmer. She's so beautiful. I love that actress. Everyone did a great job with their acting.
There's a lot of good actors, like Will Poulter, who was the dude that was max volume.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what he was saying.
But, it was definitely a movie for maximalists.
What was the guy in the main, the demon guy who eats the pussy and turns into a demon?
That was such a weird thing.
I feel like we did miss something where his demon character is going to pay off and save them at the end. You used the word maximalist, and I would say surrealist. I would say it's surrealism turned up to the max.
Something that will impact our scores though was that right before the movie started, this guy just started screaming.
Yeah.
Because he dislocated his knee. So we spent, I don't know, 30 minutes holding his leg until the ambulance got there, and he was just screaming and screaming. It was
painful.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, you need to breathe, son.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, me, I need to breathe.
Yeah.
Wow, this is intense.
It was really intense.
He was like, fuck! Fuck! Holy shit! They were like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That was what he sounded like.
He
and
could
then
be like,
Dad! Dad! It hurts so bad!
Father!
Father, it hurts so bad! He's like, you need to calm down. I was running to the place up front. I was like, I need some ice, I need a bag. And they're like, you need a bag? I was like, just a plastic bag, just anything you put ice in. And then as they were talking to me, trying to figure out where to find a Ziploc bag, one of the women turns to her side and then picks these bags that they use off for popcorn.
Yeah.
And it's a plastic bag, and hands it to another person. And I was like, that's what I need. Give me that.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, I don't know if that's going to work for you. No, that will work for me. Give me that. So
I was wondering why it took you so long to get ice.
These two workers were like contemplating what type of bag I need. I was like, I just need a plastic bag to put. You don't think it'll be too big? No, just give me the bag. Come on. He's like screaming bloody murder.
Yeah. And he was like biting the seat cushion, like the armrest.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Word to the wise, they say seats in theaters have more germs on them than public toilets. So don't bite them.
Gross.
Oh, but yeah, we had a crazy 30 minutes. So then they had to rewind the movie so we could watch the part we missed. And then I remember when that giant snowball thing came rolling out after they boosted from that place. I was like, oh, that's weird. Yeah. And then it was like something else weird. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be a weird movie.
And then at the same time, they're trying to do a deeper storyline about Keke Palmer feeling lonely.
Yeah.
And like, that was fun to play into, but it was just, it felt like everything was timed wrong to me.
To me, it felt like the guy who's making the movies, like, I'm going to do movies different. And it's like, well, I don't like movies different. I like the way they were. It's like, instead of having an artist being the bad guy, I'm just going to have them come out and they're just going to say they're the bad guy. Like, well, no, but I want him to do, like, bad things. And I want to hate him and overcome the evil, but...
Which I did hate Demi Moore's character.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, they all the actors did a good job, but Rotten Tomatoes gave this a 92%, which they have done to all of Boots Riley's movies. They've all gotten high scores.
Yeah, which some of them look incredible. Like I really want to see the Travis Scott one.
Honestly, every one of his movies that I've watched, I just really I can't sit through this.
Yeah, it felt really long.
Feels like it's for the critics and it's not for the artist, but people gave it a 74%, so people liked it.
What would you rate it?
35.
I would give it a 50. We didn't stay till the end, so probably a 40.
Yeah, I could have stayed to the end. It wasn't that bad.
I wanted to, but at the same time, I was like, I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
But I think that was part of the beginning of our movie.
And also, in this type of movie, I'm just like, the second I have a desire to go home.
That's what you think.
If it's like below 40%, I'm like, I want to go home.
Yeah, well, that's our review.
So, toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Love ya.
Fuck! Fuck! Holy shit! Well, we were getting to watch the movie, and then the guy in front of us had his kneecap dislocate.